7 out of 10 refrigerator brands sold in America today have documented failure patterns that make them poor value over a 10-year ownership period. Samsung and LG share a sealed system compressor failure that costs $800 to $1,500 out of warranty. Frigidaire, KitchenAid, and Maytag trace to the same two parent companies. Bosch charges a premium the repair data does not justify. Kenmore is a retail label with no fixed manufacturer. 3 brands cleared every filter: Whirlpool, GE, and Amana. The repair cost differential between the right choice and the wrong one reaches $1,000 over 10 years. Here is what the investigation found. The investigation ran 10 brands through 3 filters: repair cost per year of ownership, service network availability, and documented reliability across model years. Samsung holds the largest market share in the American refrigerator category. LG holds the second. Together, they account for roughly 1 in 3 units sold in any given year. Neither figure is an endorsement. Both brands use an inverter linear compressor in their most popular French door and side-by-side configurations. That compressor is sealed. When it fails out of warranty, and it does fail, the repair is not a component swap at a local shop. It requires specialized diagnostic equipment and a certified technician who carries proprietary tools. According to J.D. Power's Appliance Reliability Study, Samsung and LG both rank below the segment average for refrigerator dependability in the 3 to 5 year ownership window. Most buyers see the stainless finish and the internal camera and count them as value. The informed buyer sees the sealed compressor and the out-of-warranty bill and does the math differently. The feature argument deserves a direct answer. A refrigerator with a built-in touchscreen, an interior camera, and a Wi-Fi connection is not a more reliable refrigerator. It is a refrigerator with more components that can fail and more software that will go unsupported. Every electronic interface is a failure point with its own service category and its own obsolescence timeline. The cooling mechanism is unchanged. Only the failure points multiplied. Frigidaire, KitchenAid, and Maytag present as 3 distinct brand identities in the market. They are not 3 distinct engineering programs. Frigidaire is owned by Electrolux. KitchenAid and Maytag are both owned by Whirlpool Corporation. The implication is specific. Parts availability, service cost structures, and repair documentation overlap in ways the marketing does not acknowledge. The repair records for KitchenAid rank below the luxury segment average according to RepairPal. Maytag has spent decades advertising reliability. The current repair frequency data does not support the advertising. The badge is not the machine. Bosch targets the premium segment with a quiet operation claim and a panel-ready design language that appeals to kitchen renovation buyers. The average Bosch refrigerator at retail costs $1,800 to $3,200. The average annual repair cost, according to RepairPal, sits above the luxury segment average. For a brand whose premium is built on engineering quality, that is the number that ends the argument. Kenmore is a retail label, not a manufacturer. Each model is produced by a different original equipment manufacturer, depending on the year and the specific model line. A Kenmore unit from one model year may be a rebadged LG. The same model number from a different year may source from a different manufacturer entirely. Kenmore's aggregate reliability record is meaningless until the actual manufacturer of that specific unit is confirmed. Most buyers do not confirm it before they sign. Luxury. French door brands, Sub-Zero, Viking, Thermador, carry retail prices that begin above $5,000 and reach $15,000 for integrated. Configurations. At that price level, a $900 repair is routine maintenance, not a replacement decision. The data does not disqualify these brands on reliability grounds. It disqualifies them on value grounds for anyone not purchasing at that price tier. For the buyer with a $1,500 budget and a kitchen renovation, these brands are not the competition. For the buyer with a $2,500 budget choosing between a Sub-Zero and a GE, the data has already answered the question. 3 brands passed every filter. No inverter linear compressor, no sealed system lock-in, no parent company service record that blurs into another brand's repair history. The numbers behind each one are structurally different from anything on the disqualified list. Not marginally better on the same metric, but built around a different engineering premise entirely. Here is why Whirlpool works so well for buyers who want the most repair-accessible major appliance on the market. Specifically, Whirlpool operates the largest domestic appliance service network in the United States. A compressor failure on a Whirlpool can be diagnosed and repaired by any local appliance technician without proprietary tools or brand-specific certification. Parts are available nationally through independent distributors. According to repairable, the average annual maintenance cost for a Whirlpool refrigerator is $524, below the major appliance segment average of $590. That number is not an accident. It is the result of a compressor design that has not changed significantly in 15 years because there was no data-driven reason to change it. Now, here is the caveat. The Whirlpool French door line from 2017 to 2020 has a documented ice maker assembly failure pattern. The mechanism sits in the freezer compartment and is prone to ice buildup that jams the auger. Or a manual defrost cycle. On any Whirlpool French door in that year range, confirm the assembly has been addressed or budget for it. On top freezer and side-by-side configurations, this issue does not apply. That is the Whirlpool in a nutshell. The widest service network in the category. A compressor, the data has not given a reason to retire, and one documented issue that is manageable in advance. Here is why GE works so well for buyers who want domestic manufacturing and a modular repair architecture. Specifically, GE Appliances manufactures refrigerators in Louisville, Kentucky. The parts ecosystem is designed for field replacement, control boards, compressor assemblies, and door gaskets are stocked through a national network covering independent repair shops, not just authorized service centers. According to J.D. Power's Appliance Reliability Study, GE refrigerators rate above the segment average for owner satisfaction in the 3 to 5 year ownership window. No inverter linear compressor, no sealed system lock-in, no $900 diagnostic fee to identify an $80 part. Now, here is the caveat. GE's connected appliance line, models with built-in Wi-Fi, app integration, and voice assistant compatibility, carries the same software obsolescence risk that disqualifies Samsung's. Here is why Amana works so well for buyers who want the lowest total cost of ownership without a premium aesthetic. Specifically, Amana is owned by Whirlpool Corporation and shares the same compressor platform and service network. The retail price is lower. The design is functional rather than styled. According to repairable, the average annual repair cost for an Amana refrigerator sits below the major appliance segment average. For anyone who needs a refrigerator that runs without a repair appointment for 15 years and does not need it to be the focal point of a room, Amana is the answer. Now, here is the caveat. Amana is not a prestige appliance. The finish options are limited and the interior configuration is utilitarian. If kitchen aesthetics matter as much as operating cost, this is not the right pick. It is the right pick for the buyer who wants proven reliability at the lowest available entry price. That is the Amana in a nutshell. The same compressor architecture and service network as Whirlpool at a lower retail price, for the buyer whose primary requirement is that the refrigerator still works a decade from now. The decision comes down to 3 buyer types: For anyone who wants service network access and a proven compressor in a mid-range retail bracket, Whirlpool. For anyone who wants domestic manufacturing and modular parts without the sealed system liability, GE. For anyone who wants the lowest operating cost without a premium finish, Amana. Before purchasing, confirm 3 things. First, verify the specific model uses a conventional compressor. Check the specification sheet before leaving the store. Second, on any Whirlpool French door from 2017 to 2020, confirm the ice maker assembly has been serviced. Third, verify service availability for that brand in your zip code before purchasing. That is what the data found. 3 brands out of 10 that cleared every filter. The repair cost differential between the best option and the worst on this list reaches $1,000 over 10 years. Anyone who wants a refrigerator that does not become a repair project should be looking at Whirlpool, GE, or Amana. The evidence is documented and the numbers are there.